guys, it's B, finally here with my November wrap up. Oh my gosh, like hella late, I know. If you guys follow me, you know that I was very excited to participate once again in Nonfiction November. 2 of the 3 books that I read were nonfiction. The first book that I finished last month was Year of Yes by Shonda Rhimes. I can't believe it took me as long to read it as it did. I listened to the audiobook. The whole moral of the story is Shonda's sister calls her out on not being open to opportunities, to constantly turning things down and not stepping out of her comfort zone. So she takes on a personal challenge in her life to be open and to say yes to everything presented to her for the span of a year. Great listen for my morning commute. I had super high hopes for this book. I was really looking for some kick in the pants motivation, some stop feeling sorry for yourself, stop making excuses, stop letting the inner introvert win. Just be open, stop saying no, the year of yes. That's exactly what I was going for. And whereas the first like 30, I'd say to 40% of the book was good and interesting, things did get very, very repetitive. All in all, I'm not a huge fan of it, and I'm so sad to say it because I had such high hopes. I'm all for tooting your own horn when well deserved, but just constantly tooting your own horn to the point like, oh, are we talking about you again? And I get it. It's the story of her life and this project that she took on within a year's time. And great, we're talking about you. We're talking about the things that you achieved, how it's changed your life, the difference that it's making and impacting you and those around you. But things just got super repetitive. I don't know, I never felt a true connection with her. At times it just felt like she was trying so hard to be like super hipster, cool, witty, like I don't know. And just the motivation part was kind of lacking for me. I mean, who doesn't know, yeah, stop feeling sorry for yourself, stop wallowing in your own self-pity, put it on your big girl panties, and get out there. Like, it's called adulthood. Do you know what I mean? I was looking for more than that, like, more detail, like, how exactly did it change you other than you started accepting all of these wonderful blessings and opportunities that have been presented to you? Like, how dare you not? You know what I mean? But I totally get it and understand it. I find myself in the position of dealing with my own little headspace and not always being open to opportunities that are presented and put in my path. So I totally get it, but just, I don't know, it just wasn't, there wasn't enough of a connection. It was repetitive. I'm fabulous, I'm fabulous, I'm fabulous. I know I'm talking about me, but let's talk about me some more and how fabulous I am. Just, I don't know. When I think of motivating books, I think of people like Tim Ferriss, things like that. You know what I mean? Like, if you're not gonna give like a plan and what is it? Kind of like life coaching type vibes, then at least just give a little deeper insight into how this movement affected you on more than a surface level. There were things that she touched on, but she didn't quite delve completely into. Like, why are you mentioning this particular aspect of your life if you're not going to tell us why and how you got there and the change that you made to redirect your energy and what happened afterwards? I don't know. So overall, I gave it 3 stars. I still recommend it. A lot of people enjoy it. It was just mediocre for me. The next audiobook that I listened to was Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. Oh my gosh, you guys, I have another book that I've wanted to read forever, but I mean like forever, ever. I absolutely love so many of the movies that have been done based on this book, different retellings, adaptations, so I knew that I loved the story. I'm a big romantic at heart, so I was very, very excited to finally sit down and listen to this novel that I have wanted to read absolutely forever. On Goodreads it says that the opening line of this novel is one of the most famous in English literature, and it pretty much sums up what the book is about, so if you don't know, let me just share it with you guys. It is the truth universally acknowledged that a single man in possession of a good fortune must be in want of a wife. You get the drift. Sexism, classism, socioeconomic status, The story of a girl trying to find true love and a mate without having to settle for the restrictions and confines of norms that society places on women during this time. It was good. I liked it a lot. For some reason, as much as I liked it, I didn't love it. I didn't love it like I thought I was going to. It was good though. I recommend it if you're romantic and you like old English times and things like that, then definitely give it a go if you haven't already read it. I know I'm probably one of the last people on the face of the planet that hasn't, but I definitely recommend it. I gave it 4 stars. And the last audiobook that I finished last month, oh my goodness, you guys, The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks by Rebecca Skloot. No words. Like, seriously, no words. The story is so effed up. It's crazy, but I'm sure it is just one drop in a huge bucket of effed up stories and things like this that have happened, like Tuskegee Airmen, this lady, and there's probably so much more that like you don't even know about. The story of Henrietta Lacks, a woman that passes from, I believe it was cervical cancer, in 1951. She goes in to have treatment for cancer. Her cells are taken without her knowledge or consent. She ends up passing away. Long story short, her cells are still living to this day. Pharmaceutical companies, laboratories, they're still using DNA from this woman that passed away in 1951. It is absolutely crazy. And the miraculous thing about it, it's helped to further the knowledge on studying the fight against cancer. They've made progress on in vitro fertilization, treatments for various sexually transmitted diseases. Her cells helped develop the polio vaccine. And the list goes on and on and on. And like I said, they're still using her cells to this very day to fight diseases and find cures for ailments and illnesses and all sorts of things. So it follows the story of her cells being taken without her consent, her family not knowing anything about it. Meanwhile, medical industry is booming. Scientific research is booming. Everyone's making progress, moving forward. Fantastic research is being done. Medicines created, curing diseases and illnesses and ailments. Meanwhile, her family has no idea that their mother, grandmother, is basically at the base of all this basic scientific revolutions that are happening, things that are going on and being solved, and creating drugs and treatments for the betterment of society. They have no idea they're poor, can't even afford to go to the hospital, while people and industries are making millions and millions and millions of dollars off of this woman's DNA. Like, absolutely insane and crazy. And the fact that it's not exactly illegal blows my mind. And this stuff still goes on today. Like, it's absolutely insane. I've wanted to read this story forever. I'm so glad I finally got to listen to it. It will piss you off and rock you to your core. It's absolutely disgusting. I think the author did an awesome job, not only telling Henrietta's story, but also the story of her descendants, of her children, her grandchildren, the struggle that they go through. Even she hits on the perspectives of various people in the industry that didn't even know this person was a woman and where she came from, who she was, and her backstory. They just knew the cells as Hela, like H-E-L-A, like the first 2 letters of her first and last name, not even personalizing. Just insane, you guys. Definitely read it. It's not just data, scientific jargon, but there's also heartfelt moments with getting to know and love the family, and your heart breaking for the struggle that they go through and the things that happen to this woman. And I don't want to give away too much, but it's good. I definitely recommend it. 5 stars. Those were the books that I finished last month. Also, through the entire month, I have been listening to Alexander Hamilton. Oh my gosh, if you guys know anything about this biography, it's ridiculously huge and jam-packed with a lot of information, data, stories, absolutely everything. I was hoping to finish it last month. It didn't happen. Hopefully this month. I think I'm just about halfway through, maybe a little bit more than half. So I didn't read everything that I planned to read, but I still consider it a good reading month. I'm still kind of in like a reading funk slump, whatever, so just to knock out those 3. And 3 like decent reads, you guys. Well, 2.5 decent reads. Pretty happy. So how did you guys do last month? Did anybody else participate in Nonfiction November? Let me know below. Thanks for watching, you guys. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. And subscribe if you want to see more from my channel. Other than that, I will see you guys next time.